So here we are in Harrisburg on the Willamette. I can't read upside down that well. Looks like there's only about 5 minutes of video left, which kind of sucks because this is where things started to get cool. But that's life. Here we are.
Head south on South 1st Street toward Moore Street, then turn left onto Moore Street.
Beneath the coppery sky and ragged scud, the valley of Rocrous, so bright and smiling in the sunlight, became a grim chasm full of sinister shadows. The Prussian officer had done nothing with Dominique beyond placing him in confinement, giving no indication of his ultimate purpose in regard to him.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Oregon 99 East South, South 3rd Street.
Notwithstanding her father's entreaties, she would not leave the courtyard. She was waiting for the French troops to appear, but the hours slipped by. Night was approaching, and she suffered all the more since it appeared as if the time thus gained would have no effect on the final result.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Oregon 99 East South, South 3rd Street.
The officer had gone to Dominique's room and remained closeted with him for some minutes, as he had done the day before. Françoise knew that the young man's life was hanging in the balance. She clasped her hands and put up fervent prayers. Beside her sat Father Merlier, rigid and silent, declining, like the true peasant he was, to attempt any interference with accomplished facts. "Oh, my God," Françoise exclaimed. "They are going to kill him." The miller drew her to him.
Continue for 6 miles.
As if she had been a little child. At this juncture, the officer came from the room, followed by 2 men conducting Dominique between them. Never, the latter exclaimed. "I am ready to die." "You had better think the matter over," the officer replied. "I shall have no trouble in finding someone else to render us the service which you refuse. I am generous with you. I offer you your life. It is simply a matter of guiding us across the forest to Montredon. There must be paths." Dominique made no answer. "Then you persist in your obstinacy?" "Shoot me and have done with the matter," he replied. François, in the distance, entreated her lover with clasped hands. She was forgetful of all considerations save one. She would have had him commit a treason. But Father Merlier seized her hands, that the Prussians might not see the wild gestures of a woman whose mind was disordered by her distress. "He is right," he murmured. "It is best for him to die." The firing party was in readiness. The officer still had hopes of bringing Dominique over, and was waiting to see him exhibit some signs of weakness. Deep silence prevailed. Heavy peals of thunder were heard in the distance. The fields and woods lay lifeless beneath the sweltering heat. And it was in the midst of this oppressive silence that suddenly the cry arose. The French! The French! It was a fact. They were coming. A line of red trousers could be seen advancing along the Sauval road at the edge of the forest. In the mill, the confusion was extreme. The Prussian soldiers ran to and fro, giving vent to guttural cries. Not a shot had been fired as yet. "The French! The French!" cried Françoise, clapping her hands for joy. She was like a woman possessed. She had escaped from her father's embrace and was laughing boisterously, her arms raised high in air. They had come at last, then, and had come in time, since Dominique was still there, alive. A crash of musketry that rang in her ears like a thunderclap caused her to suddenly turn her head. The officer had muttered, "We will finish this business first."